Your heart, keep it in your pocket for safekeeping. Don't ever let nobody be the reason you throw it out. You stop caring about it. Don't let your head get in the way. Can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try really hard, but sometimes you fall. Yeah, sometimes you fall.
What is up, everybody? What is up? It is your girl EJ, the TV junkie, y'all, and I am back with another found review, y'all. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about all the shenanigans that went down, and y'all already know I got my girl Tamieka's Den is in the building. Bring her on up. What up? What up? What up?
Hey, what's going on? Hey.
What's up, man? This episode right here had me so pissed off. I can't even begin to tell you how mad I was and screaming at the TV like I was. It was a lot. But yeah, we're about to get into it. I have some photos, y'all. I got to try to get these photos up here, but I thought I had put them in the thing, but apparently I did not. But go ahead and give me your vibe check. How was you feeling about this episode?
I was over Dag on Margaret, like I've been saying since episode one. I was wondering as I was watching this episode, and I literally just finished watching the episode because I didn't get the chance to watch it yesterday. If we were gonna have like a whole season of Margaret being in this daggone space, because I'm very much tired of her. And I feel like go start your own agency, girl. Even though she did do a good thing in this episode as far as the case that they was working on, and she was on point. Her senses was coming back, and we know we could get it together when Gabby's not around. But I with her telling her, "Oh, girl, I just want to make sure I can do the work when your ass is locked up," basically.
Oh man, that right there, yeah, that one right there ran me hot. I was just like, really? That's what we doing right now? Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we doing. But yeah, that's how I kind of felt about this episode. It was just very irritating to sit up there and listen to Margaret be so holier than thou this entire time. What's up to everybody in the chat? Thank you guys for coming through, saying what's up. If you're not watching Found, you definitely gotta watch Found. This one is really, really good, y'all. I'm trying to bring my pictures in, so y'all just bear with me. When the episode opened up, we kind of opened up with this mess. We get Margaret, who decided to do this whole case by herself. Now, I'm not saying that it wasn't a good thing, but I knew it was gonna be some shenanigans when that started. What you think about just finding out that it was Margaret that called in the case? You still there? Can you hear me? I think you gone.
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. I was trying to lower the fan because I felt like I had that making too much noise, and now my daggone cat is making noise. So I'm trying to like mute myself so all the different noise won't be coming through. But I like the case. I got why Margaret was, trying to throw herself back into this. I did feel like, okay, girl, you done jumped too soon and got the parents coming in. You didn't talk to anybody else about it. Even if you wasn't going to talk to Gabby about it, you still didn't even talk to the rest of the team about it. So I thought that was interesting. It seemed like she was having kind of a adrenaline rush. Like this really got her out of whack. This whole, she's saying it's the Gabby situation, but I feel like it's deeper than that. And even with them saying the way her hair look and her clothes, like she's going back into a space. And you took it upon yourself to call these parents and have them all, excited and like, please don't give us false hope of whether our child is alive or not. And I just felt like she could have still brung it up to the team. She could have showed them what she had some more, had and had a meeting with them the same way she did after the fact. She could have did it before, basically.
Exactly. Exactly. But this is the route that she chose to do. I felt like she was doing this as a big FU to Gabby. Like that's what I really felt like it was. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. It feels like she's just going rogue. And something is really, really off with her. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But talk to me a little bit about the case, like the actual case that she brought up, and um just your, like, when the father and mother came in, when we finally got them in, were you kind of side eyeing the daddy?
Not initially. I get that they were saying he a hothead and he had like the temper going on, and in the beginning they were the ones that was looked at, and not for nothing. Typically, in real cases, it is gonna be your loved ones, your parents. If you had a spouse or boyfriend, those is gonna be the ones that's looked at first because it's usually people before a stranger. So it makes sense, but it also was like clear that the cops had kind of dropped the ball and just basically pushed it off like, okay, well, it's the parents and she's gone, and just left the case. So it was like one of them cold cases. And I like seeing them do that because I think there's a lot of cold cases that sometimes need to be revisited. And I thought it was interesting. Like, I always liked Margaret's gift, even though she's getting on my damn nerves, how she can zero in and pick up certain things. The fact that because this little boy was found wandering, and her just seeing his picture and her being able to put the two and two together to say that he has some of the same features that the mom had before they even verified it.
Yeah. Now that part I was like, okay, okay, Margaret. I'll roll with you on this particular one. Some of my pictures are going to be out of order, y'all. I'm bringing them in, but they might not necessarily be in order, so we just gonna talk about it, girl. But yeah, I did like that part about it as well. We kind of got Lacey. We're still getting our flashbacks with Lacey, and I'm sorry. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 second, y'all. I can't get, my computer is being dumb. It won't stop. It won't stop. Okay, hold on. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh my God, like it's just being crazy, y'all. Like it's frozen for me, but I guess y'all can hear me. Okay. Maybe we just gonna roll without the pictures because it's just freezing. So anywho, we have the flashbacks of Lacey, right? We're still getting these flashbacks, and some of the most significant flashbacks that we were getting was especially one where she kind of draw, like when Gabby's asking her where her happy place is, and we see that she's drawing all these different drawings, and it's like black and stuff like that, and her mom is still like, I don't know what to do. What do you think about her wanting Sir to be in jail, and then the fact that we kind of pan the camera to where Gabby has this makeshift jail for Sir?
Yeah, I like how they did that scene. I mean, I can't blame her. I would want him in jail too. I would want him in the damn ground. I would want him anywhere but around me. This girl is being terrorized, and nobody ain't even paying her no mind and believing that she's actually being damn terrorized. They want her to just be able to move on and be happy. So I wasn't mad at it. I thought she was at least honest about her feelings. Like, listen, I want him to be locked up. Okay, locked up. They won't let him out. That's what
Okay,
I wasn't mad at her for that.
that part. I'm not mad at her for that either at all. I'm still trying to get these pictures, girl. They just, my
Yeah.
computer just being weird.
And I
Uh,
thought it was interesting too, like when she was there with Trent, and she's saying, I'm not just trying to be difficult. I'm actually really having problems remembering. I'm mixing everything up. Some things is from what just happened, some things is from, the past. And so I can't really tell you anything 100%. But of course, we got that flash of her remembering that he was on the phone, seeming like he was asking, somebody from help. And we already was talking last week about him probably like not working alone. Like, we never really thought about that part before. We thought he had just been doing this on his own.
When I saw that part, I was like, oh, we might have been on point with this right here.
Mhm.
Because it looks like there's a possibility that Sir is working with somebody else, but who could it be? Because I mean, we thought the brother, but then the brother I don't know. Even though he looked like he might be one of them people, I don't know if he necessarily one of them people. He just got that look.
Yeah, I haven't ruled the brother completely out. I know that I can't remember. I think it was Dawn that said, oh, I don't care. I know he tries to come off like he's innocent or whatever, but anybody that's related to Sir, I don't feel like we can really say anybody that's related to Sir, but I do feel like because just the interactions anyway that they've been showing us, whether it's with him dealing with Gabby, Sir himself, it doesn't seem like he's in cahoots with him. It actually seems like he don't like him. He mad at him and he's scared of him. And even when Sir was trying to be like, "Oh, I raised you," he was like, actually, you didn't." I'm thinking maybe the sister, because isn't he supposed to have a sister too? I think they kind of want us to be
Hmm.
looking at the brother, but then it's gonna be some type of twist where it's gonna be somebody else, and I'm putting the sister on the bingo card too.
Okay, yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like it could be one of these siblings for sure.
Hmm.
Um, and we haven't got introduced to the sister. They said that they talked to the sister, like they
Right.
mentioned her, but they didn't actually.
Mhm.
We didn't actually get a chance to see her. So, I mean, that could be the big twist, but it got to be somebody.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm just like, and it got to be somebody as psycho as him because you have to be living under a rock to not know what's going on and not know who he is and what he's done to Gabby. Like, how did you convince this person? Because that's the part that
Yeah.
gets me.
Because even the conversation he was having with the brother when he was waiting for him in the daggone hotel room, it didn't seem like they had been interacting, and he was getting mad at him. Sir really be killing me. He was getting mad at him for him calling her, "Oh, you think you know her and you don't got the bond with her that I do. You don't know her like I do as Gabrielle." I'm like, "Sir, please bye." Okay. And he was getting mad that he said she liked to be called Gabby. So it just didn't give me that they would be having that kind of conversation if he had just been calling him while he was holding Lacey for help. That didn't match up with that. And him asking him, about the mother and whether he had took her out, and he still never answered it. He just went into the whole, I took the beatings for you, I was taking everything for you. And he like, well, okay, since you making excuses for that one, what about what you did to Gabby?
That part. And but he always has like this sixth sinister thing when it comes to
Hmm.
Gabby, makes it seem like it's some sort of love story. And we all know that is definitely not that. Like, come on, dude. Like, let's not do that. But that's how he makes it seem, and that's how he's painted it in his head. There's
Hmm.
another moment where we get Margaret. This is another Margaret moment, and I'm kind of jumping around at this point. My picture's almost finished loading, y'all, and I'll come
Okay.
back to some of the other stuff. But there was a moment where Sir feels like he needs to insert himself because this is why he comes to visit the brother, right? He comes to visit the brother. He wants him to give Gabby the message, right? But Margaret is like, we don't need him. And this is the same thing that what's his face said too. Why I can't think of his name right now. Agoraphobia dude. What is his name? Whatever his name is.
Zeke.
Zeke.
Hmm.
This is the same thing that Zeke is like. Like, we don't need him. But then Lacey is like, I don't care about all of that. We got this little boy because they done found Mateo. And this is the case that they're working on. It is a missing girl, but they found the son. So she's like, we got this boy in here, we got Mateo in here. We need to be focused on trying to get them back together, like whatever it takes. And that's what I like about Lacey, because Lacey, at the end of the day, she is just about, she doesn't necessarily agree with it, but she is not holding it hostage like the rest of them are. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, and they definitely did a switcheroo with the trailer, because in the way that they presented the trailer, it had looked like Lacey was gonna be saying we can't work with her anymore. Which either way, I wouldn't have really been mad at Lacey, but the fact that it was actually the opposite, and here we go, Margaret, how dare you? How could you possibly agree with that and side with her on this? And it's like, because the bigger picture is this girl has been missing for how many damn years? How much time has been wasted? Like, we need to get her back to her parents, to her son, by any means damn necessary. And Lacey basically saying, like, I know what it feels like to be in the position that Mateo was in. Like, I was him. No, we not about to sit here and argue semantics about listening to a damn tape from Sir. So I felt where she was coming from. Like, Margaret, go home. That's why I'm like, if she don't want to be there, nobody's forcing you to be here. Go to the damn bus stop or go start your own damn agency up if you so freaking bothered with every damn move that um you know
Exactly. She
child.
was irritating me. When I say that I went off on her today, I just went straight off on her. When okay, so we talked a little bit about when Lacey was talking to Trent or whatever, but I still keep seeing Trent as trying to get somebody to turn on Gabby. Like he just wants anybody to turn on her. I really don't understand what is Trent's problem is at this point. We also meet Trent's dad in this one too, which I thought was interesting. Now, I was in and out because, I was multitasking while I was looking at it, but I didn't catch the whole conversation that he had with Gabby. Do you remember what that conversation was about?
Yeah, I thought the dad was interesting too because I didn't realize that that was his dad when he first came in talking to him about the officer that had worked on the case from back in the days. And he was saying what kind of cop he thought Trent was going to be and all of that. But nonetheless, when he was talking to Gabby, after she brung up to Trent, like, wait, your dad? Oh, how was that? Like, that's big. Um, he actually said that there was similarities between him and Gabby, and that he respects the fact that she took what happened to her and turned it into something, with helping people and all of that. And he was like, you're kind of a superhero. So on one hand, he was giving her a compliment, but she was like, I feel a butt coming on. And he said because he sees these similarities between him and her, that he actually feels that Trent don't need either one of them in his life. So he was like, stay away from my son. I said, oh, okay.
Okay, so because I knew it was something tense, but I didn't want to rewind it. I was like, I'll just have to go back and watch it, but I didn't get a chance to go back and spend the block on it. But I knew it was something tense. I knew I could tell by the body language that it was something. So, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, yeah. I got the pictures, but they're a little bit out of order. Okay, let's see. We talked about that part. And I'm gonna spin the block back on Margaret with herself in a minute because she was irritating the heck out of me. We talked about Sir and his brother already. Let's see. We talked about the dad. I want to talk about this right here. I want to talk about Margaret when Margaret has that conversation with Gabby when we remember we were talking about when Margaret, she asked her about the case, right? She asked her about the case and she tells her the reason why she did it because Gabby's thinking it has something to do with her son, right? And then she's like, no, the reason why I did it is because I want to make sure that I can run M&A when you're gone. But if we fast forward just a little bit, right? Because this is what pissed me off with her and Zeke, right? And I'm not blaming them by far for any of their things that they have going on. But I have a big problem with how they come at Gabby. When we fast forward to the moment when we're in the trench of it, when we need all hands on deck, Margaret can't because she has to go to this place, right? So how can you fix your mouth to talk to Gabby this way? Because you can't run M&A. There's no way that you could run M&A. There's no way that you could do it because you are stifled in your own trauma. And yet we want to be mad about Gabby and how she decided to react to her trauma when she snapped. I just don't understand it. That stuff bothered me. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, it's definitely some hypocritical moments. I mean, even her, because she ends up bringing that up to Don later, but at that point when she's talking to Gabby, she's saying, oh no, this is for me to make sure that I could be able to, run things and do things on my own once you going away, because you're going to be going away. That definitely threw Gabby off, but she just was like, okay, girl, and went about her business. And then, also her, I was about to say something and I just lost my daggone train of thought. And maybe it'll come back to me. But yeah, she was being a freaking she was definitely being a hypocrite. Like she's been being. I mean, some parts of it I get, but I just feel like, okay, how long is this gonna go on for? And if it's that bad, that is affecting you in this way? When do we say? Because I know they kind of been being subtle and being like, oh, Margaret, you could take a break. Oh, Margaret, you could go home. But no, I feel like y'all really need to be like, Margaret, why don't you step away? This is not us asking you. We're telling you because it's having an effect. Step away and do what you need to do for yourself. Because Dawn even mentions that she hasn't been going to see her therapist anymore either. I think that's what I was gonna say. But if not, whatever.
Oh yeah, that part when we were talking about earlier about the different things when she was in there, she dropped the folder and all that, and he was and everybody was noticing that something was off.
Right.
And he was like, I don't think she's been seeing her therapist. So I don't know, but I feel like she wants to blame all of this on Gabby, but I really do feel like it's deeper than that. I feel like that Gabby, what happened with Gabby is just like a trigger, like a thing that just kind of activated something that was already there. You know what I mean? Like I don't and but I think we're using Gabby's thing as the reason why everything is off. My powers don't work when Gabby is here. Or is it because you just don't want it to work when Gabby is here? Like, is it because you mentally have like kind of did this yourself? Like, because you're not even trying to move past it or try, like you say it's for the greater good of MMA, but is it really like because the greater good would be like everybody else working past it regardless. Every now and again Zeke get a little a little testy, but for the most part he really does work through all of this. I don't understand. She the only one.
Yeah, and I think the bigger thing is maybe I have a little bit more of an understanding of why Margaret is going down this road because I really wasn't understanding it. But when when Gabby brings up, oh, this could be a way for us to, get to your son too, right, and have his case be one of the next cases, and then she throws in the whole, you get no, this is so I can make sure I can do this when you're locked up. She then doubles back when she's talking to Don and says, "Oh, I can work on their case next." And he was saying, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Like that might be too much for you." And I don't really know why Don is. I get why Don is saying that, but then again, I don't because why wouldn't I use it for my son? I'm taking it now from the way that she was talking to Dawn, saying because she, even though she was being sarcastic and throwing stuff at the same time, saying everybody's been doing their own selfish thing, right? Like in other words, it was okay for Gabby to get back at Trent. I mean, get back at Sir and lock him up, right? And she's only been using this gift that she now has to help other people. She never was using it in the aspect of her getting her son back and using it in that way. So why can't she be now selfish and use it in that way? That is more so her having always felt like, oh, well, I have this gift so that I can help other people that are going through what I went through. And I think she feels guilty that the gift has never been able to lead her anywhere with getting her son back. Like, I think it brought up those feelings for her.
Okay, I can see that for sure. I could definitely see that. Um, the moment that I saw dude from the case, that is the moment that I saw him, I knew it was him. When they went to the thing, I said, "Oh, there it is, right there. It's him. We solved this. Let's get back to the team dynamics and see what's going on with them, because we already done solved this. We know exactly who has her, right?" So, it was what it was. Let me see what I'm tired. Everybody wants to blame Gabby for their downfalls. Girl, me too. I've been over them blaming Gabby for everything, because when it's all said and done, Gabby, she just snapped. This isn't something that she would have normally did, and that's the part that I don't understand, why we don't have sympathy for her, especially Trent and even more so Margaret. I think I have more towards Margaret, because she has a child that has been kidnapped. And I'm like, the moment you find your child and your child's kidnapper, you don't think that for 1 second you might, even if you don't act on it, you don't think that you might want to, do you think you gonna turn the other cheek? Do you really think that's what you're gonna do? Because I know I probably wouldn't. I mean, I'm being honest. I know I probably wouldn't want to turn the other cheek.
Exactly.
So that
Mm-mm.
irritates me. But Trent is just, he's just too much. I don't know. I just need for Trent to go ahead and do something so we can bring him down 2 notches, because ain't nobody perfect when it's all said and done. And maybe Gabby don't need to be with him
Yeah,
because
I felt like we was getting somewhere last episode, and then this episode I don't know. It just kind of felt like he was just there. He was doing his own thing at times. Then sometimes they was mixing in together, and it was like, okay, yeah, whatever, we got to do this. And then he came out his face at one point to her too, and she was like, okay, we're not gonna do that. Like, you're not gonna use your anger and my guilt to, come at me in the middle of this case that we supposed to be working on. And he pretty much shut the hell up. He also did tell her about Lacey and the fact that she's still struggling and still wasn't remembering things, was confused and mixing it up, which she didn't seem to know about that part. But other than that, in the interaction with the dad, I was wondering like where we going, and then I didn't see him. We'll get to it, but that ended. I didn't see like the interactions they did have. I didn't see it lead into that. I was like, okay, that just seemed like it came from that film. I don't know.
Okay, so now we got to talk about the big old bear in the room because now I got to go into some theories and some things like that. I want to spend a little more time on that because at the end, okay, let me backtrack for a second. So when it was all said and done, we found the girl, right? We found the girl, we found the kidnapper, we reunited the family and all that good stuff. It was a great case, salute, we're home, whatever they do when they do the drink, welcome home, welcome home. But however, at the very end of this episode, something major happens, y'all. And I was like, whoa, 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 what is this? Margaret gets arrested. Whew. Theories.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. After me talking crap through the whole episode, saying, Margaret, sit your ass down somewhere, go start your own company, okay, go to the bus stop, stay there. I did not know we was going to be bringing Margaret in with handcuffs. I'm like, what the hell, Margaret done this? She don't. And it's funny because they literally, right before this, again, Dawn is saying to Gabby, because she brings up them being able to work on his case. Let's get her some type of closure. And him saying that this will make her spiral out of control just with them working on the case. On one hand, like I said, I'm 50-50 with that. On one hand, I could see why he would be saying that. On the other hand, I'm like, why not? But as they're saying that, he gets a call from Trent that's like, Gabby needs to get down here to the precinct. Margaret got arrested. What the hell? Margaret done damn did, y'all. Did she
Okay.
spaz out at the daggone bus station? Like, did she go to the ex-husband house? Like, I need to know. I need answers. What's your
So
theories, though?
I got one. Okay, here's one of my first theories. Something was off with that coat. I don't know exactly what it was, but something was not right when when Lacey says, "Where'd you get the coat from?" And she kind of just said something about it, something kind of way. She said it dropped or something. I said, "Why does this seem weird to me? Why does this
It
seem
did.
off?"
That seemed off to me too. And then she was like, "Oh, they dropped it. I was gonna drop it back to them on my way to the bus station, something like that." And then she's like, "I noticed, because the mom talked about how she would sew the coat a certain way." And then they're like, "Oh, what is that? That's a letter." And she starts to read the letter, which basically really didn't give them no information. I mean, it would have been nice if they would have had that information earlier because they had pretty much figured out all of that without it. So my whole thing was, did she always have the coat from the beginning? Like, where did the coat come in at? Did she put that letter in there? Like, I was confused. I ain't gonna lie. That part did throw me off, but then I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm, it's nothing.
I don't think you're tripping. I just felt like that was so out of place, and I feel like it's going to come back because it was just the most out of. And we've been watching this show for a season and a half now. That was the most out of place thing for this show. This show hasn't messed up on like how some shows mess up on little things. This show ain't messed up on no little things. Why was that? That to me was so displaced that it made me just, what is it with that? Then I was like, maybe Margaret has been doing something all this time. Maybe that's why she is the one that's on this whole high of a thing. Maybe she's been doing something that she shouldn't be doing in order to try to get closer to finding her son, and maybe we just don't know about it. Or maybe she reacted on this whole Trent thing about using her superpower for something else. Maybe she went to somebody who was supposed to be a sus. I don't know, but I just feel like she did something way out of line, and I'm here for it. I ain't rooting for you,
Yeah, it's
Margaret.
gonna be interesting. I want to see where we gonna go with that.
I mean, it's gonna be very, very interesting. I'm literally ready to get to next week's episode just so I can see what the hell Margaret did. And that little teaser trailer that they had, it didn't do nothing, nothing at all. It didn't even show Margaret in at all. I said, really? I said,
Oh,
y'all know.
I didn't even see the trailer. But something else that was interesting that I wanted to bring up was when they were working the case, right? And Sir goes to his brother at the hotel and all that. It was funny how he was like, I could get back in here. I done passed that fake ass, oh, excuse me, yeah, that fake, cops that was outside. He said, I need you to get this to her because I have to be the one to save her. I have to be the one to help her. I have to with this daggone case, right? Sir, he just kills me. He like, y'all can't solve nothing without me.
That was funny.
So after he takes it to her, and then she's sitting in the office and she decides to press play because Don told her, no matter what, you are you, no matter what he's saying on there, right? And she begins to picture him there, and she's holding a whole conversation. And then Lacey sees it and tells Dawn, and they watching her. I liked that scene too. I thought that was interesting. I
Yeah.
was like, I know they like, what the hell? But
Okay.
she was working it out, but she's literally holding a whole damn conversation with him.
Okay. And then there was that other part where Lacey sees the brother and then it triggers her memory, as in, like, he looks like Sir or whatnot. And I guess that's
Hmm.
when she has the little flashback of him talking to somebody or whatnot. I want to know who this person is. I really
Yeah,
need to
because I thought she was gonna tell her like, yes, it was him. He came there and was helping him with her or something at one point, or that was his voice that was on the phone. But she really couldn't say anything specific. It just made her remember that there is some type of help. So it was like we still can't say that it's definitely the brother because I thought that's what she was about to say. But yeah, you
listen.
hear Kayla Big Mouth? She going off on Margaret too.
Okay. Listen, Candy, you know I'm here for Sir too. I know he's supposed to be the bad guy, but so I be riding for Sir. I'd be like, Sir, you know what? Maybe you and Gab, maybe they need to stop trying to stop y'all from being in love, okay? You need to stop trying to stop y'all love out here. Okay, trying to make love connections and things. Look at all the stuff that he done trying to get to his love of his life. Some people don't do that at all for the people they love. At all. But Sir, kudos to you, bruh.
Sir gonna have to go sit his behind down in the prison, okay? I'm still waiting for Margaret done got arrested before, sir.
I need to know what she did. Candy, what you think Margaret did? Let me know in the chat. What y'all think Margaret has done in the chat? Why is Margaret getting arrested? Margaret wants to be head woman in charge, and it's annoying. And she can't be head woman in charge, nor her nor Zeke. We also uncovered the whole Zeke thing. Remember, we left off on a little thing. We didn't know if it was real, if it was fake, or what it was. But turns out Lacey had left, and Zeke can't go nowhere. He can't protect her. Like, what are we doing? We got two people who want who. Oh, they irritate me. I'm not going off today. I am not going off today. EJ, you laying it in a little too. Oh, I was laying it in a little too thick. Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
um, yeah, they didn't go back to that, but I think that that was just trying to show that that's one of his biggest fears. What he's struggling with, what his nightmares is gonna be. God forbid that it actually become a reality. It's like, what the heck would I do? And then even with Don, they did mention that he haven't told um his partner yet what the real deal is and what went down there. And he like, I don't know how to go about doing that yet. I'm still waiting. And I was a Zeke that told him like, ain't nothing but it to tell the damn truth. Tell the damn truth. Okay.
The same way you told Joe Daddy the truth, the same way that you told it, like, really, all these hypocrites is just getting on my nerves. They irks my soul, y'all. They really do. At this point, the only person that I feel like is being truthful and living in their truth is Sir. That's it. He the only one. He the only one, and he the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs ones, but he the only one that's keeping it real. He see what he want, and he want what he want, and he trying to go get his boo. Okay.
Yeah, he's psycho as hell. I'm telling y'all, Sir gonna be leaving with Gabby at the end of this season.
I'm so serious. That is exactly what's gonna happen. He is going to end up getting to Gabby.
And they probably gonna think she just left on her own. I don't know who would be the one to pick up on it. Like, no, something is wrong here, or who's gonna think that she just left on her own because of the fact of her, supposed to have been getting so called arrested, and her saying to the team, like, I know I let y'all all down and I messed up, and Eminem, or what's the name of it? M&A is bigger than me and all that.
Exactly. I just be messing around, Mel Run. I ain't really on Sir's side. Even though he is very charismatic, I ain't gonna lie to you. He can talk the draws off of you for sure. Cause he is something else. I'm just saying, I'd probably fall for it. I'd be like, oh, he's so kind, he's so sweet.
He
And then
crazy as hell, and the fact that when even in the a little tape thing that he left for her, he was like, "Oh, this is not a family or a friend, and they don't have the connection like me and you." Like, he always got to throw that in there.
listen now, Candy, Sir be laying it on thick, because Sir is letting it be known. Listen, me and you, we got a connection, girl. We got this thing, and listen, ain't nobody coming between us. But yeah, I really feel like Sir is going to end up kidnapping Gabby again. So crazy. Like, both of them are going to end up getting kidnapped for 2 times. And this time he's going to take her away. And it's not going to be easy for them to really get to her. I feel like we're going to spend the entire season 3 trying to find Gabby. And we're not going to find her to the very end of the
Yeah, because
season.
he already planning stuff out of the daggone country, and having the house set up, and she got I don't know how to pronounce the word, but basically the same thing that Z got. He trying to say you wouldn't
Oh,
be
the
seeing my
agoraphobia.
agoraphobia and all of that. Like, and I'm leaning towards the sister being the one that's helping him. I don't know, y'all.
I
Let me
agree.
put it out
I
there.
agree, because I felt like we said it was going to be one of those siblings, and they were trying to make us feel like it was going to be the brother, but the sister is looking like a good candidate to me. She really is, and she gonna be the one to help with this whole situation. So that's how it's gonna end, y'all. I'm telling you.
They do have a connection, but it's not in the way that he feel like they have the damn connection. He taking it to another level. Like, child, no,
He
no,
trying
no,
to make
no,
it
no,
like a
no.
good connection. It's not a good
Right.
connection. But he does. I'll agree with you, Candy. He definitely helps open up her eyes to these cases. But that's
Mm-hmm.
the same way, like when you what we talked about a week before last or so, when we talked about Hannibal Lecter
Yes.
and all of these
Mm-hmm.
other people, the blacklist, for crying out loud. Like,
Mm-hmm.
these are all people who are criminals. Even though I just look at the blacklist, what's his name, Red. I just look at him different. Red just different, but still, he's still a criminal. But he ain't eating folks like Hannibal Lecter. But these are all people who they have went to, like, they had some sort of connection with a certain person, and they went to them for help, and they helped them solve their cases. So it's not unheard of. I mean, it happens. Shit. Sometimes criminals, they think like criminals, so it's easier for them to help.
Exactly.
People.
That's why I said he could be right in a jail cell and still do the same damn thing. Let's lock him up.
Okay, now that part we could do. Now that might be season 4. Season 4, Sir is locked up, and we still letting him help with these cases. Because next season, Sir is not going to be locked up. Next season, Sir is on the run with Gabby. Okay, well, she kidnapped. He on the run, and they gonna be living in Bora Bora someday on where, I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, this was a really good episode. I really enjoyed this episode. I am stuck on trying to figure out what the heck is going on with Margaret, because I do feel like there's something way more than it. I don't know exactly what the theory is, which theory is going to hold true, but I do think that Margaret is in some stuff, and I feel like I'm gonna have my "I told you so" moment real soon, and I'm gonna go in on her.
Yeah, maybe something with how she retraced her steps and what she see. Maybe she feel like she picked up on something that she didn't pick up on years ago, and now she don't went to approach somebody about it. I don't know, child, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward because Margaret been literally. I said, damn, it's 5 seasons and I mean 5 seasons, 5 episodes, and every episode I'm tired of damn Margaret. Are we really gonna do this the whole damn season?
Okay, that part. That part right there, because I was like, we cannot do this, not no more. Seriously, we do not want to do this with her. Oh, hold on, y'all. Sorry about that, child. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I was trying to put my other slide in there, but it took me off the screen. But yeah, so I don't know, y'all. We gonna see. I need to know what y'all theories are. She said, "Please go in on Margaret." I am definitely going in on Margaret. I promise you that. I am going in on that heifer. I can't stand her.
Yeah, every week. Like I did like how she was working this case. Didn't like how she was talking to Dagon, Gabby, and how she just still, want to be up here with the hypocrite stuff, even coming at Lacey and oh well, I'ma leave. I'm going home.
Exactly.
Excuse me, y'all.
You okay? Yeah, I mean, she was getting on my nerves. I bet at some point I was just like, "Well, go, bye, quit.
Exactly. Like
You
you
don't got to
free
work
to
here."
go.
Like you could go at any time, and that's why when she came in there and Gabby was like, you can go ahead and you can go. We understand." I was like, now that's why you can't run M&A because
Mhm.
you can't do it because you can't let go of your trauma. And I'm not saying that she should. What I'm saying is that know your strengths and know your weaknesses and stop coming for Gabby because leave my girl alone. I love me some doggone Gabby. Gabby can't do no wrong. She right up there with Madam for me. Cause I feel like Madam can't do nothing wrong, even though Gabby can do no wrong at this point, in my opinion. I'm like, yeah, I rides for Gabby. Yep, yep, yep. What you got going on your channel, ma'am? When you
Why do you think that Trent at the end said, "Oh, now we putting up together a new task force, so we don't have to worry about no, um, what the hell they called? Oh God, the word just left me. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. He
I can't
said it was
remember.
when they go off and do what the hell is the word? Why my mind is blank? Like I know it, but I can't say it. It was a word he used to describe like when civilian people take on cases.
Oh, like bounty hunters or something, or like shit, I don't know. But I get
I
what you're
can't
saying.
think of it right now, but he was basically saying that there would be no need for that no more because he's going to be having his new task force. So, in other words, he wouldn't need Gabby and them. Like he started it out by thanking them and saying the case wouldn't be solved without them. But then he went on to say, Vigilante, thank you, Andy.
Vigilante.
My head
Thanks.
was just like, and I know the word, but then I couldn't say it. I hate that I get brain fog sometimes. But yeah, he was like saying we ain't gonna be using no vigilantes, and then the father gave her a funny look because he was already saying that he want her to stay away. So I wondered if that came from the conversation that he had with the father. I don't know, but that seemed so random when he
Yeah.
threw that part in there at the end. I was like, Trent, sit your ass down somewhere too.
Trent irks my soul. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Trent really could just go and kick rocks. To be fair, I wouldn't care if Sir went and grabbed Trent and put him in a corner somewhere. I'd be like all for it. Sir, can you please come and grab Trent and just sit him down because he is messing with Gabby and we need him out the way. Okay, that's what we need. Bye, Trent. I'm good with it. Trent just irks my soul, girl, because I just don't get it. And I feel like people like Trent are setting themselves up for the big fall. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you go up too high, eventually you gonna end up making a big old splash. Yes, he needs to get heavy boots because
Heavy
heavy boots
boots.
is doing the most.
Mhm.
He's doing the absolute most, but I feel like he's just setting himself up for this big fall, and something is going to happen with him. Oh, my daughter had a theory. Shout out to Nairobi. Her theory, Tamika, was that Sir set Margaret up. That Sir is systematically trying to get certain people out the way, and he set Margaret up somehow, some way. That's her theory.
I like
I
that
don't know.
theory. I could see that too. And then something popped in my head and then just left. But I like that theory. I could see something like that too. He definitely, one, wants to feel like I'm the last one to help Gabby. She needs me. And two, I definitely could see him wanting to still separate them all one by one. I mean, if he wanted them taken out, he could have, but we know that he clearly can run up on any of them at any damn time because they don't pay attention to nothing and poisoning them and all of that other stuff. So I could definitely see him getting each one out the way that he need to be cleared out the way and being able, like I said, to pull off with her, and nobody ain't gonna take a second thought to after the daggone fact.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
I do too. I was like, oh, I said, oh, Kiki, that's a good one. I call her Kiki, but her name is not Roby, but I call her Kiki too. Y'all know how we be. Give them like 50 gazillion nicknames. But I was like, I love that one. So we gotta see though. We gotta wait for next week, y'all. So that was what was up with this episode, though. Yeah, if you're not watching Found, definitely go ahead and start watching Found. When I tell you that it's a good watch, and it is still very binge watchable right now because we're only on the second season and we're midway through the second season. But you can get through that first season through a weekend. I promise you can get through it through a weekend. But if you are watching the television show, drop down in the comments and let us know what you think Margaret did in order to be arrested. What are your theories around Margaret? How do you feel about how Margaret's been acting? Like, just drop it out. And Trent too. Like, would you be okay if Sir dragged Trent to hell and didn't bring him back? Just let me know down in the comments.
Yeah, because even when Trent's father was talking to him and he was like, oh, I didn't see Gabby go to the bat for you in the first conference when the dad was getting all riled up or whatever. And he was like, y'all two always been close. And Trent gonna say close is different for different people.
Mm-hmm. He sure did say that.
Oh, God.
Irking my nerves all the time. But anyway, well, let me see what Candy got. Hold on before we get up out of here. He's gonna get them turned all around and looped in the mess he created that they won't know Gabby is gone till season 3, episode 1. Girl, that part.
That's what I agree.
Because you get rid of Margaret, who has the superpower. Now that I'm thinking about it, like let me go ahead and shape Kiki's little theory, maybe not little theory, but you know what I mean. Let me shape her theory, big theory, a little bit more. So you get rid of Margaret. She has the superpower. She's the one able to read people. That's a big part of their thing. So get rid of her, right? And because you can't really get rid of Don just yet, but you eventually gonna have to get rid of Don because Don is the one who's always going to notice, and he's gonna ride for
yeah,
Gabby
he would be the
100%.
first one to notice.
You break Lacey to the point where nobody really believes what she's saying because of she's so traumatized. So you're not really going to have to worry about her. But the thing is that that's probably the one that you have to worry about when it's all said and done. But Zeke, he has agoraphobia. You ain't have to worry about him. He ain't going nowhere but to his computer. That's it. So I mean, at Trent, you already done put slice that right in half. So Trent don't even really care at this point. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Yeah, I love Dom too. He is definitely one of my favorites. After Gabby, it's him and then Lacey. But I like him because he always
and
lied for
even
Gabby.
I'm sorry, things just keep popping in my head, but even Sir brother telling Gabby, I'm very scared for you. I'm afraid for you, girl. That was her warning. And she talking about something. Oh, don't worry about me. I got me. And, I can handle certain. We shall see. Okay.
Okay. We gonna see about it. But anyway, y'all, that is what's up with Found. What do you have going on your channel, Boo Boo?
I have Love at the Lockup sometime tonight, child. I don't know. Or tomorrow early it'll be up. Then tomorrow's gonna be Self-Care Saturday, which you should be watching. I've been putting out videos every day, so y'all can go ahead over there and take a peek, take a look, because I don't remember everything. I know it was a team, it was sisters. Then I did like episodes 1 through 3 for Sweet Pea and 1 through 6 for Teacup. So y'all got more than enough stuff to watch, and I got some other videos I'm probably gonna be putting out over the weekend. Okay.
Okay, look at you getting busy. That's what's up. I mean, as far as the channel is concerned, y'all already know Tamieka and I do From on Mondays. I do From again on Tuesdays. On Sundays, I actually do This Sunday, actually, we're gonna be talking about Meg Thee Stallion's documentary. So we're gonna be talking about that, and we're gonna do those doggone Three Women, y'all. If you're not watching Three Women, oh my
Lord,
God,
that show is something
brace
else.
yourself.
For real, for real.
Brace yourself, but definitely check it out. And then on Wednesdays, I talk about Tia in her next act. Definitely check that out. Throwing another reality show into the mix on Saturday. We're going to be talking about Married at First Sight, even though that one's going to be on Thursday after this Saturday. So it's going to be on Saturday this first time. And then on Friday, of course, Tamieka and I have found. On Saturday, I also do book club. And if you remember, we have watch-alongs. This weekend, we're going to be watching People Under the Stairs. And then right after I'm here, we're actually going to be celebrating Kay's birthday. Today is her birthday, so shout out to her and happy birthday to her. But we're going to be talking about People Under the Stairs. This is my first time watching this, too. Y'all know how to be watching stuff. I'm watching stuff. So this is my first time watching this. So definitely come and hang out with us for that to celebrate her birthday. Yeah, Teacup is good, Mel Run, by the way. But just keep your notifications on. I'm gonna be having content all over the place. I probably ain't gonna be as busy as Tamieka, how she be throwing it down. But I'm trying to do my thing out here. I'm trying.
I'm busy.
Yes, girl. I've been trying to stay busy. But anyway, y'all, we're about to get up out of here. I am gonna leave y'all with this. Let me see if I can get my my last one up. But anyway, we'll talk to you guys later.
It's your birthday. 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 Bad contest. You in first place.